Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Carolina Panthers and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready? Look at it. 45, Mike, 45. What we got? Shift.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen, after watching that move, I just called for the trainer. I think I pulled a hammy just watching him.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Great. Watch twins.
They'll run with McCaffrey. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Here we go. 45 to Mike. Eight. Kill.
To throw is Newton. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch QB drop. 49. Check 49. Mike 54.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
59. We own it. We own it. Smart. No.
They go play action now. Jackson looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got Evans. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Complete, he finds Blaine. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Check, 59.
Jackson from the shotgun. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he cuts it back right and he's got it. There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown Carolina. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point up and through, and it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. If the crowd of goats, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good for a Buccaneers. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jim, 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 Jim. Ready, go.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out. Tight end right, tight end right. Shit. Check nickel.
Operating from the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On the delay, Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They try to sweep to Jones. And he loses the football a 2nd time. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half. Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Ready, 88. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton on the move to his left, looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Great.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
On first down, it's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
What's that? 180? 59. Hey, check.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A punt at 46, a return of 5. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
8.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. To throw is Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 25, check 25, check 25.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Gun.
from the gun. Newton, flush to his right. Got him, and it's right. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
4 down. Check.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Right at the 80. Strong right. Everyone got 4 down.
Out of the gun, Newton. And right with it here over the middle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Mike, what's that? 180. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Can't fight it. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Check,
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Small. Mike's 54.
Second down and goal. Jackson, this will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. To throw again is Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Howard. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Check 24. Check 24. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
20. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing is Newton, escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Check, 780. Check, 59. 20. Joker.
On first and 10, Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down.
Back to throw, Newton. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Newton, and he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Again, Newton got his man complete over the middle. It's right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's checking. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Gun.
Newton on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Newton throwing again. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 50, the 40, and a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. High 7, high 7. Alert 3.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Off play action. Newton rolling to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch one. Watch one. 8. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, Newton looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Newton to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Scarlett on the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They turn to Scarlett again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to try to jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for